Talk Your Shh is proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Still fun papa perfie.
Thank you for joining us on another beautiful episode of Talk Your Shh. Now, every single time I sit here, I say I don't do the show alone. I do it with sisters from other misters, and they're in the studio with me. So, girls, today I want to toast because you guys really are the best. Let's pick up our glasses. Oh, in fact, no glasses, but well, imaginary glasses. And I want to toast to good life, to beautiful girls, to girls who are living their lives and working hard to make a living, to girls who don't wait for anybody, to girls who speak the truth, and to girls who like money and make their own money. That's on period. Okay, so cheers to you. Yes. Cheers to life. Yes. Cheers to each and every one of you. Let's take a sip. Ooh. Good one. Anyways, as we have finished sipping and toasting to good life and all of it, again, I'll say welcome to you, or you who have joined us right now. Thank you, and thank you for staying and sitting with us. Now, today we get into a very big conversation. When it comes to substance abuse, we live in a world where many young people are using that as coping mechanisms. And I think you understand when I say substance abuse, the views of drugs as coping mechanisms. Now, we see young people say, if I don't take a whiff of cocaine or if I don't smoke, I'm not okay. I always need to be high to be able to create. I need to be high to be able to work, to do a lot of things. Now, it's not only the men. We have a lot of young women these days who are getting themselves into these spaces, always smoking something, on shisha, on drugs, abusing it anyhow. And you ask yourself, when did women get here? Why are young girls these days getting themselves into these things? Why are these becoming the new coping mechanisms? What happened to going to the psychiatrist or to going to see your doctor or just going to see someone you could confide in? What happened to all of that? Well, I have the ladies in here, and we'll be getting into that conversation because it's a big one. We want to know why young ladies these days are constantly using substances or they're abusing drugs just as coping mechanism. Is it depression? Is it because they are, just going through a lot? Or, well, it's just the new day and age, or it's the new trend that a lot of women and young girls are, getting themselves acquainted with or to. Well, we take a breather. When we come back, we get into the conversation with the ladies, so don't go anywhere. It's still Talk Your Shh.
Franco is your leading mobile phone, accessories and electronic retail outlet. Purchase items such as Nokia, Samsung, iPhones, smart TVs, Franco air condition, chest freezers and refrigerators, washing machine, microwave, blender, generator, gas and electric stove, CCTV camera and all other mobile phone brands and accessories from all our shops nationwide at up to 40% discounted prices on all our digital platforms. Call us now on our official numbers 0246 422338 or 0555 939311 or 0302 225651 or download the new Franco Trading app Franco on Google Play Store, or you can visit our website at www.francotrading.com. Franco Trading Enterprise, still fun papa perfie. Talk Your Shh is proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise, still fun papa perfie.
And thank you, and again, thank you for staying with us right here on Talk Your Shh. And of course, the ladies are seated. They look absolutely stunning. Some we haven't seen in a while. Some, they had birthday parties and went outside Accra into other places too. So go and chill, and they left us here and they're back to sit in the studio with us. But yes, I have beautiful ladies. Before anything, let me say a very big thank you to Franco Trading Enterprise. They've told us that their phones papa few. But the good thing is that it's not only phones they deal with. If you want to buy anything from home appliances to that stove you want, anything that you want to get, they have got you covered. All you have to do, AirPods, chargers, iPhone chargers, Android chargers, every type of phone, please. So those who don't have chargers, I know one girl, her name is Sheila. Every single 2 seconds, or she charger. And she like, hey, Pachoko Franco, Nakoto charger. Why? Because it is very affordable and the quality as well. Ladies, how are we doing?
We're good.
We're good?
Yeah.
I say listen, it feels like today, Amma and Zani had a conversation because tell me why these two girls are in Afro.
This week.
Why are both of you in Afro?
We didn't even plan.
You didn't even know?
No.
And they're 7 legs.
Yeah, all the time.
Well, Amma is on my left. How are you doing, girl?
I'm doing great, girl.
Everything is looking good?
By His grace.
Today, Naiyra decided to give us Bobbiana. She doesn't want to give us...
Rangy.
Yes, she doesn't want to give us Nicki Minaj.
We are going for Riri.
Riri. Hi, Naiyra.
Hi, Shola.
How are you doing, girl?
Very well, thank you.
Today I'm feeling the hair. Is the hair for me?
Oh, thank you.
The outfit is eating.
Thank you.
Crack it.
Black it.
And then the girl who left us to go and party. Me, I don't like people who do that as well. At least call me and tell me, oh, I'm going to party. Because now she left us. Kim Kadisha. How are you doing? Debbie. Hi, girl.
Hi, boo.
Happy belated happy birthday.
Thank you.
And I'm so glad I made her dinner dress. And thank you, girl. Thank you.
You know, again, we patronize from each other. That's the good thing. Buy from your friends, don't buy from other people. My darling, how was your birthday?
Excellent. It happened to be on Mother's Day, so I just wanted my mom.
These young, beautiful ladies. And then Zani, after you've chopped somebody's money, because I mean, you steal for her, so you've gotten money.
She really chewed my
Hey.
do it like that.
Zani, how are you doing, girl?
I'm good, darling. I'm good.
Are you working Zani today?
Yeah, I'm working Zani all the time. This is available on my website, www.zani. www.stagebyzani.com.
Please stand up so they can see, because I need people to see the excellent work that this beautiful girl.
Hey.
When did we become old? Oh, what's the name of this dress on the website?
Hey.
Sister, you don't give us senior share.
It's the Lola dress.
The Lola dress. 360. Ooh. Please say it. So yes, you can get the Lola dress on the website, and when you buy from the website, you get some small discount.
Yeah, we are
buy from there. Okay. Naiyra.
Yes, please.
It's here for some control. Say, you can't sit down with it. So please give me a 360. Please, because again, I need you to see that my girls are like, ooh, Riri, clack it. And then for the first time, Amma has won African Prince on this set, and we cannot say we will not see it. Baby, get up and show us legs.
Okay, I'll do it.
Come close to me. So walk to me.
Okay.
Walk to me.
Okay.
Ooh, walk to me. Body tea, body matter. These two people,
I'm so thinking.
Debbie, also you know.
I'm good.
I know.
Some was show us body, but we know she got it. Anyways, I'm happy to have you guys in the studio. It's been a while. And you know I like to chit chat with you. But this is a very big conversation. You know, we have a lot of big conversations. Yeah. Someone asks that anytime I start, I say we have a very big conversation. And I'm like, when don't we ever have a big conversation? It's always big conversations here. But I'm passionate about young women.
Yeah.
And it looks like we live, or the new trajectory of this world is leaning towards the use of substances. So we have young ladies who are smoking these days. Smoking weed, taking too much alcohol, you know, just really feeling like if I have to do something, I have to be intoxicated. And I'm asking myself, when did we get here? Because it's not like we're saying that men are used to this, but again, normally if you would hear that somebody is smoking weed, let's take it back to some 20 years ago, we would associate that with men more than the women. But now you walk into a public setting, and you see women. And sometimes I feel like women may even be doing it a little bit more than the men. On TikTok, someone wakes up in the morning, the person's telling you, oh, Charlie, I have to, turn on my wrist. I have to do some 1 or 2 before I can get my day going, else I feel very slow. My question is, why are girls these days, especially the young ones, why are we gearing towards these spaces? Why are we doing these things? Substances. Why are we relying on substances? Are we depressed? What is going on? Amma?
So I would say that most of these women that are taking drugs don't have any parents. Most of them are like from broken homes. For me, I feel like a lot of them don't have parents that control them, maybe poverty, for instance. So these girls move on the streets, find guys that are already into drugs, and they lure them into these things, all in the name of getting somewhere to sleep, somebody to protect them. Because you're dating a guy that is taking drugs, the probability that you're going to take drugs is high. So it's from broken homes, they end up on the street, they fall into bad company, and then it starts. I mean, even broken hearts or whatever they call it. Maybe she went through a bad breakup and then it started with, sleeping pills. Now she couldn't sleep. She wanted something stronger to numb the pain or something. They asked around. I mean, with Google, everyone can Google what to take. So I think we can take it from so many angles, but I'm going to leave for some of the ladies to also, input. So I'll take it from broken homes and then also broken hearts.
Broken homes, broken hearts. Okay,
yeah.
Zani.
Wow. You came so far.
That caught you off guard.
Yeah. But there are a lot of factors contributing to women doing drugs. One of them is I think we barely pay attention to it, but most of these girls started taking drugs through their boyfriends. Most of them, they got lured by their boyfriends. They're like, oh, babe, try this alcohol or try this and stuff like that. So that was how come a lot of young girls got engaged or got introduced to drugs. Another thing too is peer pressure, social media content. The reason why I'm saying social media content because I'm also a digital marketer and I handle social media a lot for other brands. And now we see young people or young creators doing content, waking up in the morning, smoking before they start their day. So it's open, it's everywhere. Everybody can have access to it. Some young people can have access to it. They'll be curious, what is that? What is it smoking? I want to try it. And then they'll also go and try it. And then you probably get addicted to it as time goes on. Another thing too is family, when you have issues with your family. Now, young girls have taken a lot of responsibilities in their family. Those days, it used to be like, oh, women are in the kitchen, ladies are supposed to, women are in the kitchen and men are supposed to. So they carry all the pressure. So it makes them do these things to cope with their life, which is not good. But now, most of us young ladies have taken the mantle on ourselves. We are taking care of our families, we are taking care of our business, we are making sure we are finding money. And all these things is good, but it comes with a lot of pressure. It comes with a lot of depression. It comes with anxiety. So one person, or she might say, oh, I probably need something to cope with whatever I'm going through. And then she'll get introduced and then she'll start doing drugs to help her cope, like it will be her coping mechanisms. There are lots of factors, like broken hearts, for instance. Personally, I struggled with issues with family. Like when my stepdad was about to die, I had to deal with him and then his children, and it got to me so hard because I was the center of everything, and all the blows were coming to me. It got to me so hard. I was drinking alcohol almost every day. I remember I'll go to the club, and then as soon as I remember all the conflicts, the insult and everything, then it makes me drink more.
Right.
Yeah, which is so bad. Now, thank God I'm out of it, I'm over it. But yeah, these are some of the factors. So there has to be more awareness to that. So
I'll come to you because I like when there are real life experiences
Yeah.
shared. For you, your mechanism was alcohol, meaning that there really are young ladies who are using these means as coping mechanisms.
Yeah.
I also come to people who do it for fun because again, it's not everyone that is trying to cope. And when you say broken homes, it's not everyone that is from a broken home that is in this act. So you have some really rich people and their children, and I'll state a fact pretty soon. Debbie.
Oh, okay. So I would say independence. So a lot of girls are currently independent now. Like they leave home very early. Before it used not to be like that. You're in your house, so you get married. But right now, most girls are not like with their parents.
Right.
They are on their own, living in different towns, and there's no one to like check them. They are not accountable to anyone. So this exposes them to different kind of people. And like you said, because of survival, you find yourself in the midst of people you're not supposed to be with. Boyfriends influence it. I'm going to. Initially, I was looking for a manager. Okay, like let's say 4 years ago, and I had an acting manager, and this person was trying to lure me into that, and I'm like,
into what? Smoking?
Yeah, and taking drugs. And I'm like, wait, hold on. If I want to do something, I want to do it on my own accord. But this person was telling me that this was the norm over here. If you want to excel, the people in this industry, almost everybody is into stuff like that. So you cannot come around us and you will not be taking some. So it's like you're judging them. So some of these things is if you don't have like a strong mind, a mind of your own, you find yourself doing it because you're chasing success. And God being so good, I did not like follow what he wanted me to do.
So people are getting lured. Young people, especially in the creative space. And I hear that a lot. For people who say, oh, I want to be an actress, it gets there. Again, we'll revisit that. But Naiyra, have you had any experience with probably that you were overwhelmed, that you had to substance abuse?
Actually, this topic is very important to me because I just started a depression talk on my TikTok. Okay. I'm trying to encourage young ladies out there to cope with certain things that happen because as young girls, we go through a lot of things. I have been through a lot in a few years. Things that I sometimes sit and I ask myself, like, how did I get here? Right. Growing up, I used to be so judgmental about people who smoke, people who drink, girls who are always moving from one man to the other. But then it got to a point in time where I had to bring down the morals I had because I had to survive. When I say I had to survive, I had to leave. I had to be happy because I've been dealing with depression for a very long time, which I think I've said on the show a couple of times. I was introduced to smoking at, let's say, about 3 years, 4 years ago when I unfortunately lost everything. And you smoke, you sleep, you eat, you don't think about the problem. Currently, I'm not smoking though. Currently, I'm progressing. I think I'm proud of myself. But then you smoke, you eat, you're okay, you don't think about the problem. So to you, that is a coping mechanism. That is what makes you okay. You drink alcohol consistently because that actually makes me sleep to forget the problem. But then unfortunately, one thing we don't realize is the problem is always there. After smoking, after drinking, you still have to face that problem, right? So I got introduced to smoking through a friend. She was like, oh, you've been crying, you've been doing this, so oh, they're chika kirby. Me also for about chika kirby, not my chika. Yeah, right. Please don't arrest me. I'm not smoking. I'm not doing it anymore.
No judgment.
But like, yeah, chika kirby, not my chika car. And you spoke about the fun parts. If you find yourself in a midst of girls who feel like they're it, I'm the Gen Z kind of girl, I'm a baddie. The baddie, you can't be a baddie without smoking, unfortunately. Most girls would actually not agree with you on that. When you go to the club and everybody is doing the shisha, the balloon, the weed and stuff, I mean, you have to do it because you want to feel among them, right? So with the experiences, I have a lot to share. But then again, when it comes to substance abuse, it comes from broken homes, like she said, peer pressure, depression. Mental health is one thing that Ghanaians don't have any idea about, unfortunately.
Most Ghanaians, I think, or some Ghanaians,
Yes.
because I think it's a conversation that is getting big with time.
Yeah.
While where these days of office,
yeah.
I think that people are just thinking that it's just the name mental health that people don't like to, probably use.
Yeah.
But it's something that I think we're getting.
Yeah.
But the gap is very big.
Yes,
Very
but then it's still very big. Well, again, I spoke to someone who said, at least nowadays, you people know what mental health
Yeah.
is. In our parents' time, or haven't you heard them say, immediately you start acting a certain way, you're mad, or or you're a witch.
Yeah, menopausal stage,
Exactly.
especially. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think now that we're getting exposed, but my thing is the exposure is the exposure the problem now, because you see now we all know what is good and what is not good. On social media, we see it all the time. And again, I'll bring the people who are not from broken homes. Just a week or two, in fact, I think a month ago, we just heard about a man called So African. And then we found out that when women come into the country, he takes them to the club, he dazes them, puts things in their drinks, they go to their house, and he does things with them
And films.
without their knowledge. They wake up and they're like, what happened to me? This is someone from a good home.
Yeah.
From a really good home. He doesn't want anything. I'm sure there's nothing that he doesn't get.
And I guess a religious home too. Yeah.
Yeah, dear.
So
Fantasies.
so my thing is, what is the problem? Are we overly? What type of high are we chasing that we think? Because again, there are some girls who come on the same internet, and nowadays we are so bold.
Yeah.
Ladies, we are bold, We are so bold these days that a woman will pick her phone, put it in front of her, and say that, me, if I don't smoke a day,
Yeah.
I'm not okay.
The thing is that we become less judgmental, so nobody fears to do anything. Everyone is feeling free.
So should we go back to being judgmental then?
I don't think judgmental is going to help it. I feel like she said, there's a lot of content out there in terms of smoking, right? So we've normalized it. Even if you judge me, I don't care.
I'm not the only person.
I'm not the only person doing it.
Because
Everybody's
I think
doing it.
last 2 months, an influencer's video leaked, and she doesn't package herself to be someone into drugs and all of that. But when the video came out, she was smoking, and so the video, she was like trending, and even me, I was curious as to why she was trending. I was thinking it was maybe her leaks had come out. Her news had come out. Only for me to go and see that she was smoking. Honestly speaking, I was like, is this it?
Is that all?
Like, this is it. But you see, like she said, it's been normalized now. Like, it's not so much of a big deal. So, like years ago, we all could be coming for her. Really, you're doing this thing.
As a woman.
As a woman. But when I also saw it, I was like, are you guys kidding me? Like, this is it. Like,
This is what we're raving about.
Really?
So we, as society now, we have agreed. It's like we've all accepted.
No, I don't think we've agreed. I mean, bad is bad, regardless. I don't think we've agreed, but I feel like it's like the era that we are in is like everybody's just minding their business and just doing their own thing, because at the end of the day, most of us are very independent. Like what people are thinking about is not about someone smoking, because it doesn't really add anything to your life. But then there is also a social responsibility, like in our homes. If our parents could, train us, like growing up, you're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do that. There has to be more religious talk in our churches, like for us to refrain from all these things. But then again, there has to be help, because I feel like if someone is going through depression, people don't really understand how it feels like. She might go and confide in her mom. Her mom probably doesn't know anything about depression. So then again, you are telling her your problem, but you're not finding any solutions to that. So there has to be solutions. Like when people are going through something, even if it's financial, even if it's mental, we owe ourselves some responsibilities to help them, introduce them to something that is healthy, social stuff, and all of that.
No, I will not catch you. But then again, it's better to hear from source. So Naiyra has openly spoken about the fact that she's been depressed. She's coping now. I'm sure. Are you in therapy?
Yeah.
You're in therapy. She's in therapy now. Naiyra, this may get a little personal, but because also we always have to take into consideration that there are young girls that watch us. And so your story may touch one little girl out there who may be looking or who is about to make that one terrible decision that she cannot come back from. You are safe. Girls are dying because of these. Girls are losing their ways because of this. So what would you say, what specifically landed you in depression or in a state of depression?
I'll say this thing started from school. If ever my dad gets to see this video, I hope he's proud of himself.
Right.
My dad is a prominent person in this country, but unfortunately, I don't even look like my dad's daughter. Because, I mean, but then again, my parents got separated. I got to find out I had a different family elsewhere. And the family I found myself in kept maltreating me. But everybody knew that, oh, she's from a rich home, so she's good. And I had to keep up that image of, I'm good. I was locked up in chains in my dad's prayer camp. Meanwhile, I'm very sane for going to the National Theatre because I loved entertainment then. So this whole thing started from childhood. But I was able to keep up the image of, her dad is rich, so she's a happy girl. I went to school, started feeling suicidal. Who am I going to talk to? Because you try to talk to this one, the person thinks you're mad. You probably have bipolar disorder. But home was hell. So home was never a safe space for me at a point. I mean, from the onset, it was good. But at a point, it was chaotic. So after the whole me leaving home, tertiary, I was still good. I was living my life. I did music. At a point, I started trending in Ghana. I was very proud of myself, though. And eventually, unfortunately, I met someone I thought loved me. So I moved from this country to a different country because of this person. I was working there. Everything was going on well. And with the depression, most times you feel empty, even if you are with the person you love the most or the person who loves you the most. You can't even express how you feel to other people, like for them to understand. Let me put it that way. So I was with this person, I started seeing other things, and then the fear of being alone crept back in. So I was dying, and he didn't even notice I was dying. The first time I attempted suicide, I think I was home. I was just tired. I was like, why am I from a rich woman going through all this? Why is my dad taking care of outsiders? And I'm his blood, but I'm here in Ghana suffering for no reason. So I just mixed Parazone. I mixed all the things in my room, and I took it. I started puking out blood. Yeah, that's how bad it got. There's been instances where I've actually thought of hanging myself. I'll just throw the rope. Luckily, where I stay now, the fun is quite high. So there are times when I actually feel like that. But coming back to Ghana and losing everything, because the person I left my things with, from my car to my wardrobe to even my dresses, he had given my things out to his girlfriend and told me, he was robbed. So I came back to Ghana with nothing. I came to meet nothing. The little money I had saved from where I came from to Ponzi scheme, someone scammed me. That's like over 40,000 to 50,000 cedis. And that was just 2 years ago. So where am I starting from? When I was 20, 21, 23 to 25, I had my life figured out. But now I'm 20, I'm turning 29, and it feels like I don't even know where I'm figuring, I don't even know where I'm starting from. That's the thing. Every single day waking up is like a punishment to me. Because your friends don't talk to you. You are no longer the it girl. So if you're out there and you actually feel like no one loves you, I think maybe it's time for you to actually love yourself instead. Because, we all came into this world individually. But then no one talks to me, and these are people that I have helped. I'm not expecting you to help me, no. But at least, how are you doing goes a long way for me now. Because I'm the kind of person who would I'll put you first, even before I put myself. So I'm the one giving you the energy, I'm the one making you happy. But then the question is, who makes me happy when I'm down? Absolutely no one.
Again, this is heavy. And this is the reality of many young girls, I'm sure, in this same Ghana that we live in that are going through this and more. Well, we'll take a quick breather. When we come back, it's still Talk Yosh, and we're getting into a very deep one. Also, if you're at home and you're going through anything, this is the time for you to leave it in the comments, share. You never know, just typing that would be a relief to you, and we're always open to hear you. We'll be right back.
Franco is your leading mobile phone, accessories and electronic retail outlet. Purchase items such as Nokia, Samsung, iPhones, smart TVs, Franco air condition, chest freezers and refrigerators, washing machine, microwave, blender, generator, gas and electric stove, CCTV camera and all other mobile phone brands and accessories from all our shops nationwide at up to 40% discounted prices on all our digital platforms. Call us now on our official numbers 0246 2338 or 0555 939311 or 0302 225651 or download the new Franco Trading app Franco on Google Play Store, or you can visit our website at www.francotrading.com. Franco Trading Enterprise, still fun papa perfie. Talk Yosh is proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise, still fun papa perfie.
Again, you are still watching Talk Yosh, and today's episode is one that is heavy, but again, it's these conversations that will save someone at home, because you get to see yourself in these ladies. And to be fair, there's so many people that are going through these things, but they don't talk about it. When we went on the break, my ladies were talking about the fact that it looks like there is no safe haven. Where are you running to? Where are you going? When you're depressed, who are you going to see? Who is going to help you? You go to the church, they tell you, Jesus will help you. Just pray. You talk to your friends, they tell you, I don't even have. And you know, friends have this habit of, you tell them something and they would rather share their problems. Oh, Zani, Zani, I'm going through this. Or Debbie, I'm
Is
going
it a
through...
competition? Like, let people have their moments.
So
people lack emotional intelligence. That's the core. Like, people lack emotional intelligence. They don't even know when to talk. They don't know when to put theirs aside and listen to somebody. Make room for the person. The thing is that almost everybody is going through something. So they don't understand that. Like, they feel like when you're opening up, okay, it's also time for me to open up.
But they don't
it's not the right time. It's time for you to listen and listen to your person. Sometimes you might not have the right words to say, and it's not all the time you must talk. Somebody just wants someone to talk to. So just give the person a listening ear.
Do we lack empathy? Because for a generation that is privy to what depression, what substance abuse is, do we lack empathy?
I think we do, because a lot of people are rather judgmental. They don't see the root cause of why this person got into this. And I'll say we are all guilty. The moment you see somebody smoking, maybe they are dealing with something. It started from somewhere, somebody introduced them. And like what Naiyra said, if we didn't hear her story and we saw her smoking, we say, oh, girl, Nekronye papa. Meanwhile, we don't know what drove her into that. So we lack a lot of empathy. In Ghana, when you're depressed and you say, oh, ding, show ding, but they don't know that you're dealing with something mentally. Let me tell you, I've been in a situation, thank God, I was overthinking so much. I had issues with friends at that time and all that. And sometimes I feel like I've been so good to these friends. So why are they doing this? So I started taking sleeping pills. Mine was sleeping pills. I feel like when I don't take a sleeping pill, I can't sleep, because the moment I'm on my bed like this, I would think and think I have to take the sleeping pills to just shut me. And it became a problem. I feel like when I don't have sleeping pills, it doesn't mean that. And I don't know what happened, but by the grace of God, I was able to overcome this. And even painkiller. I had a painkiller addiction. I don't want to feel the slightest bit, like the slightest bit of pain. When I hear any pain here, I want to numb it. And we don't also talk about these things because it's not weed. There is like medications that we take to numb certain things about us. And people think that it's just the weed and the cocaine, even codeine. Yeah. There are, what's it called, cough syrups that people take to get high. You understand? So it's a broad subject, to be honest. And I think we should be able to listen to people instead of judging them. You don't know what this person is doing. They wish they could overcome it, but they need help. But then people see you as oyemre. When you're going through a broken heart, they don't even understand.
People are different. People respond
exactly. And when you will pick yourself up from, somebody will take 1 year to get over it. And we don't, just as Shola said, no empathy.
We are trying not to cut you off. Like 3 weeks ago, a video of me went viral. I had a bad breakdown on social media. I mean, that day, I was like, God, you know, I'm done. I just sent a message to my mom. I was like, Mommy, I love you, but I mean, there's an end road for me. So I took stuff. I was in fucking pain, and I just went online. I was trying to talk to people. But the comment section alone was actually encouraging me to just probably take a knife, if I had that guts, and just stab. Because you have people saying all kinds of things. Like, I don't have friends. I need a safe space to talk, and I don't even know who to talk to. So along the line, I saw someone's page, one Odogo Kiwi. Apparently, he's a pastor, and he has a venting space. So I called. He answered. I started talking. I didn't finish talking. The only thing I could say was I came back from Nigeria, and I lost everything. And Ghanaians are Nigeria. Once there's Nigeria, then it means that it's either you went there for hookup, or why are you even going to Nigeria? Without even listening to the story, I broke down. I had over 2,000 people texting me. If 2,000 people texted me and I spoke to 5 of them, genuinely I had help from 2 people. The other people, all men, just still wanted to take advantage of me in that situation. Someone made me take a car from my house all the way to Medina, trying to sleep with me. Like, bro, I'm so vulnerable, and this is the best you can do, and you claim you're a doctor. Like, who does that?
Like, it sucks, eh? Like, forgive me,
Like,
but it sucks so much to know that somebody is going through hell. And again, we are not saying men don't go through it. And whenever we talk about this, you'd see people in the comment section say, oh, but men also go through it, but you don't know how vulnerable. Yeah, women are very vulnerable. Vulnerable people, because this young girl just went on live and had spilled her guts about what she was going through. And I'm sure it's the hardest thing to do, to like, for your last resort to be social media.
Is that bad?
Yeah, right.
Your last resort to be social media, it should mean that you don't have anybody to talk to, any help from anywhere. So this girl uses her last resort, and the only thing men could do, if you don't want to save her, go. But you tell her you want to save her, make her pick a car. You don't know how she's going to get the money, only for her to get there, and the only thing you say is, open your legs. What is wrong with this world?
Lack empathy.
That's what I'm saying. Do we really lack empathy that much?
A lot. When you're disadvantaged, everybody wants to, ride on that. They would take advantage of you. Meanwhile, that is when they would oppress you the more. So she's right. It's empathy. We don't have it. We don't have it.
Right. I'll come because you are still finding peace. You are gradually coming out from it. But Zani, you went through that and came out from it.
Yeah.
How dark did it get?
Very dark. I don't know how to put it, but it's very dark. You feel empty. You feel like you don't have any sense of purpose living.
Yeah.
You don't know who to talk to. You are just like you are floating with no grounds. Like you were just dying inside.
Depression is real.
Because I remember, I had depression. Well, growing up, growing up, I had low self-esteem growing up. So the Zani you see now didn't used to be like this. I was bullied, I was abused, I was like talked down upon and all of that. So I grew up like in my own shell, not talking to people. So I had issues with that. And then it ended me in bad relationships. as time went on, things went bad. Things went bad with my family, so I had to take the mantle, being the responsible kid financially and all of that. It was a weight that I couldn't carry, but I tried as much. Thank God I never ended up being a hookup girl. If I'm sitting here and I wasn't a hookup girl those days, I don't think nothing can push me to be a hookup girl. Yeah. Because I've been there. I've been there. Things went on after university. University was bad. I didn't enjoy university. I didn't really enjoy school. I didn't have friends. At the end of the day, my friends, the few ones that I had, they betrayed me. Like I was still finding my space in the world, like dealing with people. Because it got to a point that I had to work. And then I saw different characters. I'm like, how are people like this? It was very difficult for me to fit in. Like, my workspace, at a point, none of my workers were talking to me. I was just alone because I was finding it difficult to relate to their terrible characters. Yeah. And I was just almost all alone. Everything Zani. Everything Zani. Good thing Zani. I'm doing my work diligently. My bosses will like me. Oh, she's sleeping with this boss. Right. That is why she's getting this. Right. Meanwhile, I was working my ass off. And then they were lying on me almost all the time. I was like, but why? I just mind my business, so why are you like? So it was very difficult for me to navigate. During university, I didn't enjoy university. I had only two friends. I was battling. I had these issues that I was going to the hospital almost every term. Everything just collapsed in 2019, heading to 2020. My 2020 wasn't a good year for me. That was when I lost my dad. My dad fell sick all of a sudden. I remember I vacated. I was heading to level 400. That was like my last year at the university. I got home and my dad just called me like, oh, feel where? I'm like, I'm home. He couldn't breathe. That was it. I am like, why are you at the hospital? I went to the hospital. This man started like crying because I've never seen my dad cry. He cried so much, and then the diagnosis came. We were at the hospital for like 7 months. He died. Drama, family, funeral. So I remember whilst I was burying my dad, I had 2 papers to write. So it was only one friend that stood in for me. She wasn't even my friend, but it was only her. So whilst I was burying my dad, she took my index number. She was even there. Those that I called my friends were not even present. Right. She was there with me. She went through it with me. She took my index number because it was COVID, so it was online. So she gave my index number to someone to write if not, I wouldn't have graduated. I went through it. Back with life after uni, with no dad, you're trying to figure out your life. I had my whole life plan around. And then as time went on, I went into another worst relationship ever. I was stuck in that relationship for 6 years. Everything was bad. Everything was bad. That guy changed my trajectory of life. Like, it was a character development. That
Why
relationship.
did you stay for 6 years?
I don't even know.
No, that's how it is.
No, I don't know.
I don't even know.
What happened?
I don't even know. I guess I loved him so much. And then I was vulnerable because I was struggling. I was vulnerable to him. I told him everything. And he used every single thing against me, including my low self-esteem. And even when I had met him, I was coming out from that because my first relationship was a mess. So I started like, I have issues. So let me try and deal with it. So I started working on it. I started reading books, self-developmental books. I was working on myself. So when I met this guy, I told him, because I was struggling financially, living on this, I was depressed. I had anxiety. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep for like 3 years of my life. I always sleep the following morning. Matter like 2-3 hours, I'm up. I was struggling. And then I met this guy. I thought he was my angel. Turns out he was the devil. Right. And he messed up my life. And at a point, I looked in the mirror and I couldn't even recognize myself. Because I was like, I've lost it. I lost everything. Everything that I've built, my business, I lost everything. After my dad died, the following year, my dad's brother died. The same time, the man who raised me, my stepdad, he also fell sick and then he died. And that alone was a cross I couldn't carry because his family came at me. Me that I'm alive, I don't even know how I'm alive because everybody was on my neck. From the aunties, uncles, his children. I was taking every blow, the insult. I was the day of the 1 week, almost 90% were, all of them were insulting me.
No.
No. And after my dad died, grief is something that is difficult to process. When you don't meet the right people, when you don't meet, it's difficult. So, and me and my stepdad, we are like this. Me and my dad too, we are like this. So imagine losing these people in like 2 years of your life. So then I couldn't even have time to process everything. So whilst I was in that relationship, everything was going bad. I lost my business. I was still having this ailment that I was going to the hospital back and forth with surgeries. And then I had a business. I had a business at Kantar. Those of you who know me, like I worked at Kantar a little bit. I went to the wrong people. And then the money I invested, everything collapsed. Everything that I wanted to do, my boyfriend didn't want me to do. I wanted to go to school, no. Learn fashion, no. Because I had even started Zani. The reason why Zani collapsed, I have even started, oh no, I got you, da 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 da. Foolishly, I listened. So at a point, everything that I built, my business, my money, my capital, my life, everything. And still, I was grieving. I was grieving the loss of my dad. I was grieving the loss of my stepdad. And even me personally, the responsibilities, I couldn't.
So how did you finally come out of it?
One day, I started having suicidal thoughts. I'll be in my room, I'll be checking the vantage point to hang myself. I didn't know who to talk to. I wasn't even talking to anybody. Because the only person I could talk to was my ex. And he told me that I'm not the only person struggling with mental health issues. So I should go and...
They make you feel like you're
so I should go and figure out my life out. It's my emotions and my mental health is none of his business. So I remember I was there one day. I had a breakdown. The anxiety creeps in. I had a very bad breakdown. I was crying and all of that. And then I was on live on TikTok. So I was doing TikTok a lot. Those days I was doing TikTok. It's not me, I was doing TikTok, and then it was like breast cancer. So Dr. Davison. So Dr. Davison was a childhood friend. Or he's a childhood friend. We grew up together. Now he's a doctor. And then I made him talk about breast cancer. So whilst we were talking, I just asked him, Doctor, don't you know any therapist? He was like, oh, I know this lady. Call her. So he gave his number to me. That I didn't call her. I think the following day or the next 3 days when I had a breakdown, it was bad. It was bad. That was that day. I would have ended it all because I didn't have any sense of living again. So I called her. As soon as I called her, that lady saved my life. She saved my life. Like I always say, AK, she saved my life. She listened. She listens like, and I was even broke to even pay for therapy. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to charge you. Talk to me. So that was it. So we went on a therapy session. I was off social media. It was just me and her. She told me that everything that is bothering you, from your grief to relationship to your life to everything, tell me this. Tears. She listened. AK listened to me all through our sessions. She doesn't even live in Accra. She lives somewhere around Pram area or so. So it was a video call. She always, anytime I call her, she's there. Anytime. There wasn't any day that I call her that she'll be like, even if she's busy, she'll get off and listen to me. And I've not even seen her before.
And that's how you came out.
That was how I came out from it.
Wow. How did you find, and I won't hold yourself because you move all of us to tears. But how did you come out of it?
Am I out of it? No.
How are you coming out of it?
How am I coming out of it? So, there are days when it gets difficult. I'm not going to lie. It gets really difficult because I started talking to a therapist, someone who offered to help me on TikTok, so most times I talk to her. But I feel like I have spoken a lot to people. I have spoken. So whatever thing you're telling me matters. I'm trying to look for solutions. I'm a digital marketer. When I came here, I abandoned my business because of what's going on. So I just had to sit and list the things that used to make me happy. I used to record music, I used to dance, I used to paint. All the things that used to make me happy, for some weird reasons, I stopped. So I've written them down. At least this weekend, I love to go to the beach. At least let me just go to the beach for 2 hours and take my mind off things instead of smoking. Because as it stands now, unfortunately, my mom knows, oh, maybe dear, I ginseng, because she's always smoking, right? So instead of smoking, I'll probably write music. I'll probably write poems because I love poetry. Or probably I'll paint because I do that too. So that's how I'm coping now. And when it comes to talking to someone, when I talk to the therapist, there are times when it gets irritating. Because like I said, I've spoken to a lot of people. So instead of talking to her, I take my phone and then I record how I feel. Today is Saturday. This is how bad I feel. I'll just talk. Even if it's for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I'll just talk to my phone. Then after I calm down and probably take my bath and sleep.
And it's so, like, Drew, it's sad to know that people cannot, what happened to humans loving on each other, especially girls? Because I've heard there's an interview that I had with girls who are about 15, 14 years, who are teenage mothers.
That is, yeah.
And these girls are talking about the fact that they lived in a deprived community. They don't have money, obviously. So in this community, when one person says, oh, there's a man who is there, you can go to him, he'll help you. Obviously, when he helps you, he'll sleep with you because you don't have anything to your name. So they're helping these girls. And men as old as 40 years are sleeping with 13, 14, 15-year-olds.
Yeah. They don't care.
And they don't have any guilt.
Yeah.
Because when these girls go to their mothers and say, Mommy, this is what's happening to me, the mothers will take them to these men, and this man will look at these girls and say, I didn't sleep with you. So these ladies or these young children are murdering kids that they don't have any idea about. 13-year-old, what is she murdering the child with? What happened to sisterhood? What happened to hold my hand, let me hold your hand? Why is it that nowadays, every time somebody reaches out to someone, the person thinks you're trying to be opportunistic?
Yeah.
Why are we not being sisters to each other?
Yeah.
And it's really sad. And people are killing themselves. On TikTok, you hear today, this girl passed on, and you ask yourself, how did this person, she killed herself?
Yeah.
Because anytime you see her, she's dancing. And that's why they tell you, check up on the friends that smile the most.
I remember during my time, I was in the club almost every weekend. You will never see me. I was with my friends, and my friends didn't know that I was going through it.
The life of the party.
I'll be the life of the party. Everything, Danny, I'm going to organize.
Those are the ones that are going through
organize.
a lot.
Yes. All that time, I'm organizing. Oh, this weekend we are going here. I'm
Danny, she's fun, oh.
Another way I also escape depression. At some point,
I cut my hair. I cut my hair. When I cut it, people didn't even understand. But it was a lot. And I think, Shala, let me say this. Fortunately for me, there were activities that my therapist lined up.
We'll come back. I need us to talk about that, but let's take a quick breather because, again, we take a quick breather. When we come back, we find out how we can solve this, how we can help young people come out of depression, substance abuse, because mind you, there's a way you can come out. There's always a way. We are not professionals. We're sharing our ideas on what we think can help someone out there, what we ourselves have done to come out of depression. And in everything, I just want to hold everybody's hands like, like I love every one of you. You don't have to do life alone. No. You really don't have to do life alone. Naiyra, you don't have to do life. You never have to do life alone.
Yeah, you.
Well, we'll take a breather. And when we come back, it still changes. It still changes. It's still talk your Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
Franco is your leading mobile phone, accessories and electronic retail outlet. Purchase items such as Nokia, Samsung, iPhones, smart TVs, Franco air condition, chest freezers and refrigerators, washing machine, microwave, blender, generator, gas and electric stove, CCTV camera and all other mobile phone brands and accessories from all our shops nationwide at up to 40% discounted prices on all our digital platforms. Call us now on our official numbers 0246 422338 or 0555 939311 or 0302 225651 or download the new Franco Trading app Franco on Google Play Store, or you can visit our website at www.francotrading.com. Franco Trading Enterprise, still fun papa fie. Talk Your Shh is proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise, still fun papa fie.
I'm so pissed. Like, I'm really pissed. I don't even know how to. Well, if you're just joining us, we're having a very big conversation on how the world is messed up. It's not treating people right. And because in the same world that we're told that you'd find security in your home, in your families, in your friends, and someone you're really trusting, we don't have that anymore. So now you ask yourself, that person I call my best friend, is she really my best friend? What does she do? That person I call my mother, does she care? The person I call my father, does he think about me? That person I call my boyfriend, does he care about me?
No, they don't.
Does he?
Their boyfriends.
And then you ask yourself, how are we supposed to, and then tomorrow when they hear that you are using substance abuse, these same people would go and pray for you and tell you you need to go for deliverance or you are a witch. But I would ask you, and not to discredit anybody or to make anybody feel bad, is drugs the solution?
No.
Drugs isn't the solution, but the thing is that the real solution is not available for people's access.
So what's
people like do what they know. Do you understand? And the easiest way to suppress all these emotions is drugs.
Right.
Different kind of drugs.
Well, we are told to go to the house of the Lord with all our problems, with all our trauma, with all our pain.
The house of the Lord we keep talking about, house of the Lord, like we are so hypocritical. I don't know how to put it. My mental health, unfortunately, has nothing to do with God. Religion is different from how I feel. And these men of God, most of them, I'm not going to say all before you come for me, but most of them are out there taking advantage of young girls. A lot of them. There are some, I know personally, I know some men of God who had side chicks, about 4 side chicks in tertiary. They are married. I see them, they come to pray, but then they are dating my friends. So how do I come to you as a man of God with my problem? And to those who also say, oh, I thought that spiritually you were doing this just to instill some fear in you and take advantage of you. Most times when we talk about men of God, to me personally, these people are just normal human beings. And the house of the Lord is really not a safe heaven like we see it. I would rather pray to God in my safe space, in my corner, read my Bible and talk to him directly than go through a human being who is probably doing all kinds of things without other people knowing. Like I said, me also fall back. I see what my dad does. And yes, like sincerely speaking, my dad was the personal pastor for 2 of our ex-presidents. He's not like maybe one-man church, but meet my boldly, I can say, minim papa way, the side chick, minim doye, minim say. And wherever my dad is, if he sees this video, I'm sorry, I'm in. Obia fan coin, so I don't really care. But the house of God, please, women, just be careful. I think that's all I want to say.
Well, I mean,
be careful.
I mean, again, but then there are really real people, real pastors out there. That's why they tell you to fight for your own salvation with fear and trembling. There is a church out there for you. We are not condemning all churches because there are churches that are really safe havens. Again, like Naya said, if possible, find God for yourself.
I think so.
And there's such a thing as finding God for yourself, right? You can go to church, meet God. In your own spare time, try to find the Jesus we're talking about. You are able to speak to him from anywhere and everywhere. Find him for yourself and just find a good Bible teaching church. Amma, what's your take on all of this? Debbie, I'll come to you.
With this whole spiritual thing, you understand, I'll also say that I found God myself. Nobody introduced God to me. I would say I encountered him for myself. And that is what we all need to go. Not somebody telling you about God. You need to have an encounter with God to believe. Because we talk about Jesus. If you don't have an encounter with Jesus, when we are talking about him, it sounds like a storybook, like a story we are telling you. So as much as we're also trying to heal, I'll also say this to my sister. Seek God. I don't know, but you don't need to go to any man of God to lay hands on you. But there are good ones out there that can also be a spiritual guide to you. But unfortunately, on what frame, so you don't even know who to go to. You understand? So as much as you're doing the self-work, not just God, you need to do the inner work too as well. If you need to see a therapist, see a therapist. Right. But please, never doubt the power of God. Let me leave you with that. God can save you. Let me be honest. But at the end of the day, find him for yourself. Instead of going to somebody to take advantage, sometimes you can just sit with your Bible, read, get to, have a spiritual encounter. It's real. But I'm sorry you had to go through some bad men of God, or maybe they tried to take advantage of you. But as much as you're healing, I would urge you to also encounter God for yourself.
Now, Amma, there are young girls out there who are watching us right now who are going through depression, they're substance abusing. What would you say to them?
Seek help. One thing, that's the thing. I'm about to even say that how many rehabilitation centers do we have even in our communities? In Europe, America, somebody can just walk into a facility when they feel like, I've done it all now, this is my last resort. But how do you just walk into, it's expensive. I don't even know of any, let me be honest with you guys. So maybe the government has some work to do when it comes to creating these facilities, because some of them really want to get off the streets. They want to break these habits. But where are you going to? You're going to somebody, he's going to take advice with a place where there are strategies, systems in place. You walk in, they will know how to start with you. Seek help. I don't know. Sometimes we are saying seek help, seek help. Where are you even going to? You understand? So I think we need more rehabilitation centers in this country, because a lot of them, when you talk to them on the street, but where is the help coming from?
Right.
You understand?
Debbie?
Yeah, like you said, the government has a lot of work to do, because most people actually really, really want to come out of this.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
Sunny?
Well, as someone who went through this and came out, even though sometimes life will throw stuff at you, but if you've had the first encounter, you know how to manage the second encounter. Personally, what helped me, I'm going to say the things that helped me. First thing was my mind, because I didn't want to be in that situation. I didn't want to be in that low self-esteem era. I wanted to do good for myself. I have dreams. I have things I want to do. I want to be a lawyer. I want to have a fashion business. So it's one thing that was stuck with me, like, I need to get out of this, because it sucks. Nobody wants to be in that pain all the time. Nobody wants to be drinking alcohol. Because at a point, I drank alcohol. Alcohol was like my coping mechanism at a point. Then it was helping me. At a point, it wasn't helping me to sleep. Now I'll drink and I'll still stay
Your
up.
body is used to it.
Exactly. So what again? So I just didn't want to be in that pain. I just didn't want. I just wanted to be better. So I just needed someone who would help me. So yeah, my therapist gave me some activities to do. I did my journaling, I did my social groups. I did my reading. Like, there are books that can help you. I did my reading. He recommended books. Even sometimes if you're not able to buy, there are some audio books on YouTube that you will listen. I knew that, no, I don't want to be here. So it was difficult. It's one of the most, change is very difficult. That's one thing that that's why most people are not able to change. Change is very difficult. I'm like, no. So she was like, what are my dreams? What do I want to do? I'm like, okay, I want to do this. Then she was like, lock your mind. If you want to go to fashion school, lock your mind. What if your boyfriend doesn't even support you? It's fine. You're going to figure it out. I lock my dreams. Like, what else do you want to do? I'm like, I want to go to law school. It's like, okay, finish with the fashion school. When you're done, give yourself some time. Go to YouTube, learn things about law, buy your forms, go. And listen, it's been how many years? It's been 2-3 years down the lane. As I'm telling you right now, I have my business logged in, and I'm writing my entrance exams for law school.
Wow.
Right. Yeah, I wrote one last Saturday. I have another one to write. And I know I'm going to go because I logged in. So everything that was a distraction, I made it go. I broke up with my ex. He thought I would never. He thought I was so vulnerable. Like, he literally told me, without him, I can't live. But my life has been better. So you just have to, it's the mind, you have to change the mind. Like, I am not doing this. Like, at a point, I gave myself strict rules. I set boundaries. I'm not taking this. Even if I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. So you just have to try as much as possible. And then luckily, my brother also came in because when he got to know, when he got to know that I went through that, he was devastated. I was like, why couldn't you talk to me and all of that? So at a point, he was coming to my place very often to make sure that I don't do anything crazy. One night, he came back again. He was crying. It was around 2. He came in. He was in the bed when I was at the hall. I was praying and crying. And in the midst of that, I found God. It's peaceful. So me, when I'm going through something, my revenge, everything is at the Psalms. I just pick one of the verse I read, depending on my situation, and I go to bed. Because God will save you.
He
I'm
will.
not even gonna lie. I don't go to church.
You can't doubt the God.
I don't go to church.
No.
I stopped going to church.
I would rather read the Bible alone.
I would rather read my Bible and pray.
Right.
Please, let me say this before I go. Your surroundings, right? So one day, I was there around 2 a.m. It came back. I was crying, praying, crying, praying. I don't know what my brother heard. He walked in. He saw me. It's like, Zani, what is wrong with you? I'm like, Papa, it's like, Zani, listen, if nobody loves you, me, Papa, I love you. That was it for me. Because I know that I have somebody
there.
That's why my brother, I don't leave him. Because he takes me through everything. And now my mom too is in, and they always support me.
Support system.
Right. So your surrounding matters. Naya,
Can I say something? People need to understand that spiritual issues are spiritual issues and mental issues are mental issues. So when you have an issue, it's not about going to the pastor. Does that pastor has what it takes to talk you through your mental journey and all of that? So if you have an issue, you go to the right person. Try looking for a therapist. Unfortunately, therapy is expensive. I mean, one of the ways I break through in that side is, I don't know if it's advisable, but I use ChatGPT sometimes. Please. I even Googled it. I use it all the time. I mean, I was actually looking for a therapist. And I wasn't finding any. So before you find that therapist, what do you do?
Start somewhere.
What do? You have to start somewhere.
It's not bad. ChatGPT will keep you thinking.
That's what the person, but there always has to be a balance. There has to be a balance. So you have to find.
Well,
people around.
Well, surround yourself with great people. Naya, I would say this here and now. You are not alone.
You are not.
I've called you several times. I don't know if you don't pick numbers you don't know. But I call to check up because I care. We chance on your life sometimes and it's worrying. And so we care. Everyone here sitting here cares. Zani, I don't talk to all the time. When I call, the first thing I'll say is, it's a saying. The same thing when she calls me, first thing she says is, it's a saying. When I call my best friend, the first thing I say is, how are you? And then I go back again and say, I'm not asking the Ghanaian, how are you? I'm asking you, how are you? Because life is as tough as it is.
It is.
And everybody looks like they are figuring it out, but we are all dying inside. Little by little.
We
We need someone to talk to. So you are not alone.
You are not, girl.
To that young girl out there, you are not alone. You don't have to do life on your own. You can find that one person. And listen, there are really good churches out there. Find that one church. I stand on that.
Yeah.
There's one church that you will find. It's not a church matter. Again, mental health issues have places they get solved. But again, find God for yourself. Understand God. Because when you find, the most beautiful thing is finding God for yourself. Because they tell you find peace that surpasses all understanding. And it is real. You will find that peace. You wake up in the morning, you will smile. And you wonder, where did it come from? God gave you that. So find that good church to attend. Find good people who will love on you. Find that family who understands you.
Even if you don't
And be good yourself.
And be
because
good
you cannot
to-
find good
Exactly.
people if you're not good yourself.
And be good, in fact, be kind to yourself as well. Somebody entered my DM and said, I'm a firstborn, it's hard. And I said, it's hard for, I am a firstborn myself.
Same.
Like, it's hard. It's so hard because I think when you get out of school, everyone is expecting you to do good. It's hard.
The responsibilities, and sometimes you feel like you don't even have it together.
Every day, just take it
Take
a day.
one step at a time. And to all the women out there, please, don't do life alone. Please find a group. Find out one therapist. I know people say Ghanaian therapists are... find a good one.
Sola, we are sleeping
And then
on books.
read.
Yes, read.
Research. Read.
I feel like people
And then
don't
have
like,
sleeping
people are
on
not ready to do the inner work.
Yeah.
Do
People
it.
expect that the pain will just
Yeah.
go. But
It
it's not going
It doesn't
to just
work
stand
like
that.
that.
Yeah, so you
Guys,
have to
work
do
on
the
yourself.
Anyways, we have to go because if we sit down, we keep doing sister empowerment. Please let's give Naiyra a hug for me. In fact, let's hug each other because again,
Hey, hug all.
life doesn't have to be tough at all. It doesn't. It really doesn't. It really doesn't have to be. Well, we'll leave you with this episode again. Every young girl out there who may be going through something. We don't know your names. We don't know you. Talk to someone. My DMs are always open. I always say that. My DMs are always open for things like this, how we can help each other. Let's try. Government should also take this up. Please, rehabilitation centers, so many of them exist. Some people don't know. We can add more. Let's look for more seasoned therapists who help people and not judge people. Parents, please, when your children come to you, listen. Parents, listen. African homes. Children get depressed. When they come and they talk to you, listen. Well, this has been a great episode of Talk Your Word, your shh. And until we see you, every lady out there, we love you. Stay safe.
Franco is your leading mobile phone, accessories, and electronic retail outlet. Purchase items such as Nokia, Samsung, iPhones, smart TVs, Franco air condition, chest freezers and refrigerators, washing machine, microwave, blender, generator, gas and electric stove, CCTV camera, and all other mobile phone brands and accessories from all our shops nationwide at up to 40% discounted prices on all our digital platforms. Call us now on our official numbers 0246 422338 or 0555 939311 or 0302 225651 or download the new Franco Trading app Franco on Google Play Store, or you can visit our website at www.francotrading.com. Franco Trading Enterprise, still fun papa fie.